Hello, I'm Sebastian. Welcome to 9 Trees podcast. Today, I will summarize and review the book, 60 Seconds and You're Hired. Revised edition by Robin Ryan is a practical job search guide built around one core reality. Hiring decisions often form quickly, and candidates need a sharp, repeatable way to present value. Drawing on Ryan's long-standing reputation as a career strategist, the book focuses on compressing what you do, why you matter, and what results you deliver into concise messages you can use in interviews, networking, and online profiles. The revised edition reflects modern hiring conditions, including faster screening, more competitive applicant pools, and the need to stand out through clarity rather than buzzwords. Instead of treating the job hunt as a vague process, it breaks it into actions you can practice, measure, and refine. Readers can expect guidance on creating a strong first impression, telling achievement-based stories, and steering conversations towards strengths and fit. It aims to help professionals at many levels, from career changers to experienced managers, communicate confidently and get to the next step faster. I will give you key takeaways from this book. Firstly, mastering the 60-second value pitch. A central idea of the book is that you need a crisp, memorable way to introduce yourself in the time it takes to answer the common opener. Tell me about yourself. The 60-second pitch is presented as a structured message, not a personality trait. It typically includes who you are professionally, what functional strengths you bring, which kinds of problems you solve, and proof in the form of results. The emphasis is on specificity over adjectives. Instead of claiming you are hardworking, you highlight outcomes you achieved, teams you led, revenue you influenced, or processes you improved. The book encourages tailoring the pitch to each target role so the same experience is framed differently depending on the employer's needs. It also connects the pitch to real situations, meeting a recruiter, networking events, internal interviews, and even casual encounters that can become opportunities. By practicing the pitch until it feels natural, you reduce rambling and increase confidence. The benefit is strategic control of first impressions and a clearer path to deeper questions that showcase your strongest stories. Secondly, positioning your experience with achievement stories. Beyond the opening pitch, the book stresses that hiring managers remember outcomes, not job duties. A key topic is turning your background into concise achievement stories that demonstrate skill through action and impact. This involves identifying your most relevant accomplishments and shaping them into easy-to-follow narratives, the situation, what you did, and what changed because of your work. The book promotes using measurable results when possible, while also offering ways to describe impact when numbers are confidential or unavailable, such as improvements in cycle time, quality, customer satisfaction, risk reduction, or cross-team alignment. Another practical angle is selecting stories that match the employer's priorities. A project that shows stakeholder management may be more important than a technical win, depending on the role. The approach also helps answer difficult prompts like, what is your greatest strength, why should we hire you, and what makes you different? By building a set of flexible stories, you can respond quickly without sounding rehearsed. The outcome is a more persuasive, evidence-based interview style that helps employers connect your past performance to their current needs. Thirdly, interview strategy for speed, clarity, and control. The book addresses interviewing as a time-sensitive process where candidates must guide the conversation toward fit and value. One topic focuses on handling common interview questions with concise structure, keeping answers tight while still informative. This includes planning responses for openings, transitions between topics, and closing statements that reinforce interest and alignment. It also highlights the role of preparation in reducing nervousness, researching the company, understanding the role requirements, and anticipating objections about gaps, changes, or non-traditional paths. The revised edition orientation fits modern realities where interviews may be shorter, involve multiple stakeholders, or include screening calls before deeper rounds. The book encourages candidates to prepare questions that demonstrate business thinking rather than generic curiosity. Examples include asking about success metrics, team priorities, and what problems the hire must solve in the first months. Another angle is negotiating the emotional side of interviews by maintaining composure, projecting confidence, and avoiding over-explaining. The goal is to communicate like a peer problem solver, not a supplicant. This strategic posture can improve outcomes in both competitive corporate processes and smaller, relationship-driven hiring environments. Fourthly, networking that leads to real job leads. A major theme is that many strong opportunities come through relationships, not applications alone. The book frames networking as a purposeful system for generating referrals, information, and interviews, rather than awkward self-promotion. It encourages identifying target companies and roles first, then building a plan to reach people who can provide insight or introductions. This includes leveraging existing contacts, reconnecting with former colleagues, and expanding circles through professional groups and events. Another aspect is learning to ask effectively. Instead of asking for a job, you ask for advice, context, and direction, which is easier for others to give and often leads to referrals naturally. The 60-second pitch supports this by giving contacts a clear understanding of what you do and what you want. The book also implies follow-up discipline, sending brief thank you notes, sharing updates, and maintaining relationships even after you find work. This approach reduces reliance on online applications that can feel like a black box and increases your access to unadvertised roles. It also builds long-term career resilience, making future transitions faster and less stressful. Lastly, job search tools that align with modern screening. The book acknowledges that candidates must present value across multiple formats, not only in person. A key topic is aligning resumes, cover letters, and online profiles with the way employers screen and shortlist. It emphasizes clear positioning with role-relevant keywords, accomplishment-focused bullets, and a headline or summary that matches the target job rather than a vague description. The guidance is practical. Make it easy for a recruiter to see fit in seconds, reduce clutter, and prioritize the strongest evidence near the top. The revised edition perspective also fits a world where digital presence matters. A well-aligned LinkedIn profile, consistent messaging, and clean professional branding can reinforce what you say in interviews. The book encourages customization without starting from scratch each time by creating core versions for distinct job targets. It also highlights the importance of a disciplined process, tracking applications, following up appropriately, and preparing for screenings and callbacks quickly. These tools and habits work together to reduce missed opportunities caused by unclear messaging or slow response times, improving the likelihood of reaching interviews and receiving offers. In conclusion, this book is best for job seekers who want a straightforward system for getting interviews and performing well once they have them, including new graduates, career changers, returning professionals, and experienced leaders who need sharper messaging. It is also useful for anyone who feels they have strong experience but struggle to explain it quickly in ways that hiring managers remember. The benefit to a reader's life is practical and immediate. Clearer communication reduces anxiety, improves confidence, and increases the odds of securing work that matches strengths and goals. Because the approach centers on repeatable messages and achievement evidence, it can help beyond the current search, supporting promotions, internal moves, and professional networking. Compared to many job books that focus mostly on resumes or generic motivation, this one differentiates itself by training you to deliver value in compressed, real-world moments, screenings, introductions, and high-stakes interview questions. That makes it worth buying as a toolkit you can rehearse and reuse. The revised edition angle adds relevance to modern hiring speed and competition, making it a practical companion for navigating today's fast-moving job market with clarity and purpose. If you would like to support Robin Ryan, you can buy the book through the Amazon link I've provided in the podcast description. After reading the book, please let me know what you think and share your thoughts. See you around.